doing? Welcome to Lawyers Info Hub. This is a platform where we reach out to law students, we reach out to lawyers, we teach law through experiences, we bring people on board to share their own experiences, help you, be more informed, help you to increase your knowledge base as you grow in your career, as you grow in your job. So today we're looking at pitfalls to avoid as a lawyer. Many people feel knowing the law is all that pertains to becoming a successful lawyer, doing your job well. There are other things you need to know. They might look minute, but they are very, very, very important. Sometimes many people who have overlooked these things, they end up having, landing themselves in trouble, leaving a very bad reputational mark, leaving a very bad impression of themselves before the court, before the judge. And most times you see that there are some lawyers who are kind of notorious in the sense that they know them as these ones are always troublesome, or you see judges marking some people as this lawyer is not, and they'll keep them lashing at them. They don't even see them in the good light. That's not supposed to be your case. When you are doing a matter, you're supposed to do that, conduct yourself properly. You were taught in professional ethics that they are of what is expected of a lawyer. But in reality, we see that many people still go against what we have been taught and going against what is in our books and our rules. We have professional conduct, we have how we should behave. There are ethics, there are codes, of how a lawyer should behave, act, the duties you owe the court, the duty you owe your client, the duty you even owe the bar, the duty you even owe yourself. So we are going to discuss these things so that tomorrow you won't be uh, caught in the web of these pitfalls. Now, one of those things that as a lawyer you must avoid is being noted or becoming notorious for bad things, in the sense that many judges know lawyers like this one is not a serious, he's not a serious lawyer. You see many times you see a judge, you know, embarrassing a lawyer in the presence of his or her client. It happens every day. And you wonder what impression will your client take of you? What's that impression that the judge or the court doesn't take you as a serious person? That's really, damaging for the relationship you have with your client. It might not really should, but later the client will be like, if the judge had already known my lawyer as a lawyer who doesn't file processes when he's supposed to file them, who doesn't come to court, who takes adjournment for slight reasons, who is not serious, who is always finding a way, technicalities around the case, doesn't want the case to move forward, then it's not a good thing. So avoid being known for the bad things. Rather, be that lawyer who even the judges will refer cases to. We've been in court and see where a judge will call up a lawyer, say, please take up this case on a pro bono basis because I know you can handle it. Sometimes we take lightly most of these comments made by the judges. But they know you as you appear before them, they know what you do, your conduct. You must conduct yourself highly, you must conduct yourself in a very reputable way because you're not just an ordinary law person, you are a learned person and you should have respect for yourself. So, one of those pitfalls is avoid being notorious for the bad things. Rather, be known for good things, be known for that lawyer who is always eager to move his case forward, be known as that lawyer who is willing and eager to help the court, be known as that lawyer who conducts himself in the most, you know, in a very most noble way. Sometimes you see maybe when there are arguments in court, you see almost lawyers almost fighting over legal issues. You know, Such things, creates a very bad impression of you before the judge. You can make your arguments, strong arguments, without insulting your learned colleague, without really belittling bullying. We have this bullying tendency. If you're one of those who likes to bully young lawyers, bully elder lawyers, you want to just bully people into accepting your argument, that doesn't make you a good lawyer. It makes you, it because if what you're saying makes sense, you don't need to bully someone to accept it. You don't need to, create a scene for someone to accept your argument. Make your argument, let it be legal arguments, with reason, The court will look at it. Sometimes you see people almost fighting in court and they still come out of the court premises exchanging words. This is one character that many lawyers are fond of doing, and it's not nice. Clients come and go, colleagues are there. If you are on the other side today, you might be on the other side tomorrow. If you're the claimant today in this matter, you will be the defendant maybe tomorrow in another matter. So sometimes we lose relationship, we lose friendship, we lose that colleague network because of cases, and these clients will go their way, and you keep having bearing grudges. You see lawyers, once the other another lawyer is in the other case, don't do such matters because of personal grudges, because of encounters they've had over time with these people. So don't be in that league of people who are known for bad character, improper behavior, lackadaisical attitude in handling your cases. Another thing lawyers do that is a great pitfall, but many people do not know, is talking in court. Many people do that in unconsciously, and many judges don't like it. And no matter how maybe old you are in the bar, they might talk to you softly. But if you're a young lawyer, they will lash out at you and even send you out of the court. When people are making their argument, if you want to contribute, I always advise people write it down and can slightly pass it to the person who is talking to. Say, okay, we can make your argument this way. But dragging the person's, so you see lawyers dragging the other person's wig, gown, not the wig, the gown now, be dragging it just to, pass a message. You can do it politely. Write it down, give it to the person, and the person will look at it, and the person needs to adjust his or her argument or include what you are proposing. The person will do it. But you see lawyers talking in the court, making noise, casting aspersions, and sometimes, if for example, I mean, assume I'm for the claimant and I'm making my argument. The defendant counsel is saying, "What is she saying? What does she know?" All those things are just, many lawyers are fond of this. They talk in court, they say things, they demean colleagues, they say things they're not supposed to say. Maybe out of anger or out of saying nonsense. There should not be any nonsense. Rather, do say your own and allow the court to decide what is the sense or what is the right argument or approach to the issue. So just even if a person is saying nothing or just making a fool of him or herself, just allow them. Don't be known as a lawyer who will always be talking. You see judges and say, please, no, no, no. You see people still talking, bending down, talking, gisting with colleagues, talking. It's a show of disrespect. The court is a show of disrespect to the judge. The court is a place of tranquility, and if you are those contributing to, to distract or to contributing to the disturbance of the court, then don't be surprised if you're treated anyhow. Another thing most lawyers do, there is a pitfall which is not good for you, which is not good for your practice, which is not good for your person, is our dressing. Sometimes you see lawyers, they just want to dress to get attention. Yeah, in magistrate courts, we don't rope, you dress well, but you see lawyers wearing off colors, or wearing off ties. You see lawyers doing things that want to gain attention. Why do we do that? You know the dress code. Dress, calm, dark colors, black, dark blue. You see people wearing brown. You want to. So you see people coming into court without their shoes, wearing slippers. These are things that sometimes when we do them, and there's a counter response to you, we feel someone tried to bully or start saying our rights were breached, we were violated, and all of that. But you ask yourself, what exactly did I do to get this kind of response? So when you're known for people that you see a female lawyer wearing those dangling there are earrings for the court, there are earrings you wear for social gathering, for office work. There are places you go, you dress well. So when you're coming to court, it's one of those places you don't dress so um flamboyantly. You dress mild, you dress down, small earring, your hair should be well, even if it's long, you pack it very well. You see, some judges don't even take nonsense. As much as your hair is showing, they'll just signal you get out and arrange yourself. Get out. You'll see people with dangling earring, the makeups are mud, the red lipsticks. There are things. There's a way to adorn yourself. For the ladies now, dress well. Let your earring be proportionate. Let be, I can't dictate what you wear, but let it be mild. Let it not be something everybody just you're shaking your head. The noise from the earring is disturbing, the cut or making noise. Many judges, even if you're in your natural hair and you don't pack it well, they'll send you out. They don't mind who you are. So why do you want to be sent out in the full glare of your clients? So if you're being sent out of the club, please go and dress well. What impression do you even think you are creating? So these are one of those pitfalls that you see lawyers getting entangled with. You go color your hair. I'm not against you, but don't make, even if you're coloring it, cover it. You know, you want to make hair, you go and braid with red attachment, green attachment. Exactly. Most of these judges, especially the females, they don't take. So when you are being embarrassed in court, that judge is this, that judge is mean. What made the judge to be mean? Another pitfall lawyers always don't want to run away from is they don't want to understudy the court. One of the greatest gain, one of those highlights of a great lawyer is understanding your court, understanding your judge. Understanding your judge is something in every court you're going to. You must be able to understand, how does this magistrate behave? How does this judge behave? Is he a short-tempered judge? Is he a lively judge? Is he a playful judge? Some judges are so playful, some judges are so strict. They don't play. And when you appear before them, you must be formal. You don't have time. You see lawyers trying to crack jokes when they are talking. Some judges appreciate those, but some other judges, you dare not crack jokes or try to create that impression of familiarity with them. As much as they may be your classmates, your uncle, your auntie, your family friend, you know him, you know her, they still expect you to respect their office. They expect you to have that level of understanding that, see, I'm no more, you are the bar, I'm on the bench. So there's this big difference. So understanding your court, understanding the judge, understanding the uniqueness of your judge helps you in your case. Understand, sometimes you see people appearing before court of appeal, appellate courts, and they are trying to be so familiar. They are trying to, some of them even lose confidence. They are jittering. You can't talk. That you must understand where you are. You must know, is it the judge that does not speak loudly? That means you need to pay the attention very well. Is he a judge that you can play with? Is he a very lively judge? Is he even a judge that can correct you? Is he a judge that will just adjourn your case on the slightest mistake? So understanding the type of judge you're appearing before gives you an edge, helps you avoid certain pitfalls. So these are many more, one of those things you need to avoid as a lawyer. Understand it, because so that you don't fall into those traps, those things they don't like. Some judges, they don't even like it when you try to form you know it all. Some judges don't want, when they have made an order, you're trying to say, my lord, why? Some judges, so rather than you be found in that state of arguing with the judge, or in case of even the judge putting on content, then you have to mind how you talk, because when you know the court, you know the judge, you know the uniqueness, the kind of the temperamental state, the character of your judge. You should be able to know, what can I do, what can I say that this judge gave me cost, there's a cost. So you must ensure that all you need to do when you're appearing before that court, that you have done it. So another thing too we have to look out for is being tidy. Many lawyers are not, very tidy. They are just, they do anything, they take things with levity. They don't. You must learn how to, if you've taken up a case, do it well. This is one of those duties we owe our clients, that we must be able to conduct a case very well. If it's something that you can't do, look for colleagues who can do it and give it to them, or do a collaboration with them, to do this case well. You see, sometimes lawyers are the ones dragging cases. In as much as it's on different folds, but many lawyers are being known for not being serious. A court will make an order of maybe serve hearing notice or do this. After 2 months of the judge, a lawyer is still on the same spot that he was left on 2 months ago. And things like this, begins to shape the mind of the court. Like, who is this person? Exactly, what is he trying to avoid the judgment day? What is he trying to do? And you see, sometimes you see the judges even speaking it out, like, I don't understand you. I can't. You see, sometimes they even make remarks that will make your client feel like I'm not even with the right lawyer. So let us avoid those pitfalls. I've mentioned a lot of them, and there are other things too. Another thing too is if, for example, you have personal issues with the lawyer on the other side, don't bring it to court. But you see, people still, you know, being angry over maybe they are in a case in another case. The anger of that other case, you come to this another new matter and try to show that frustration. It's a pitfall. Avoid it. Excuse me. So if you've had issue with the colleague on the other side in the previous suit, don't bring it to this new suit. Let's learn to manage our emotions. Some other time, it's also important to understand this is very important. No matter how you're being lashed at, mind your response. Very important. Many lawyers want to show the court that I can talk back, I know my rights, I know what to do, I can say it, and heavens will not fall. I'll write petition, I'll do this. Let us mind how we talk back, even when we are being lashed at, even when we are saying the right thing and no one is understanding us, and the judge is trying to, or whoever it is trying to, make you angry. Learn how to contain your emotions. A lawyer must master his emotions. A lawyer who cannot master his emotions is a lawyer that needs some training. Emotional intelligence, mastering of our emotions, of ourselves is key in this practice. So, friends, I've been able to share some pitfalls you need to avoid as a lawyer for you to have a smooth practice, for you to have a wonderful career, so that you will not be known as those bad eggs. So do enjoy yourself. Know that you can always be the best. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you can always be the best. The best is yet to come. We are getting better by the day. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. If you've not done that, please do subscribe. And for those who have subscribed, I'm very, very grateful. Thank you for supporting this journey. Thank you for supporting this passion. We are here to support the legal education as much as we can to, help create content that will help you, that will help lawyers, students, anyone interested in law in moving forward, in getting more understanding, and in becoming better in whatever you're doing. Do take care of yourself and know that I appreciate you. Thank you.